How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Scott Gamer 2019 live stream. Happy New Year. I haven't done a live stream on Twitch in a long time. For those watching on YouTube, welcome to Scott's Adventures on YouTube. On Twitch, let's hit that follow button. Continue growing the channel on YouTube. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate everyone's support. So like I do every year, I do Super Bowl simulations in Madden 20. And I just don't do the standard simulation of, 15-minute quarters. I actually do that at the very end, the day of the Super Bowl, right before the game starts. I kind of do some different simulations. You can actually check my the ones from last year that I did on the YouTube channel. Today's simulation, rosters as is, not altering or changing anything, 5-minute quarters. So we're just doing 5-minute quarters. And let's see what Madden's prediction is. Madden 20. This is on the Xbox One with 5-minute quarters. The San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's get started. So we want to do simulation, event type, Super Bowl, 5-minute quarters. We're going to do accelerated clock. 20 seconds is good.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their 4th Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. This town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history, because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back, as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
So the Chiefs won the toss.
Leading out the Chiefs. So they,
And
of course, were
I'm going to do a little commentary here. I really want you guys to enjoy the game and enjoy the simulation. But I got to tell you, what an incredible season in the NFL. Every year, it's just amazing. It's amazing how the game evolves. And this game's going to be, I think, the Super Bowl in reality will be super high scoring. You got Mahomes and Garoppolo. On paper, Kansas City, to me, has the better offense, but San Francisco's offense is really good too. Defensively, I think hands down it is San Francisco. So it's going to be a really, really awesome game. I'm looking forward to it. Curious to see what happens during this simulation. So two great quarterbacks, two great teams. Should be a really, really great game. But anyway, everyone enjoy the game. I will have some commentary here and there, but just sit back, enjoy. This is my first Super Bowl simulation. There will be more to come.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second and 12, Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50, hello. Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 49ers' 39-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Off the draw. Here's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to me. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking for his tight end, Kelce, and that'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 16.
his position, and he's listed
And
as
just
a tight
like
end,
that,
but he certainly
Kansas
doesn't
City's
run
in the
like
red
one,
zone.
and that's what we're seeing more and more.
I think you're going to see this a lot on Super Bowl Sunday. Kansas City's driving down the field relentlessly. And San Francisco has a great
into a pretty
defense,
nice little game.
but the amount of weapons that KC has is ridiculous. Between Kelsey, they got great running game, a lot of great receivers. They're going to be very, very tough to stop on that Super Bowl Sunday. Let's see if they score here.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy.
And there it is, touchdown. Just like that.
Into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball,
We'll see how
if you're
San
playing
Francisco
defense,
answers.
defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point splits
Opening
the
drive
uprights,
already.
and
Touchdown
it's now a
KC. Very
7-0
quick.
game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers into this Super Bowl. It was October of 2017 that the 49ers traded for Jimmy G. In February of 2018, they made him the highest-paid quarterback in the NFL. And now here he is, just 2 short years later, trying to join Joe Montana and Steve Young as 49er quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl title. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one.
I'm sure the Patriots wish they still had Garoppolo.
13 yards there
at the time,
first.
maybe
Now,
that
Charles,
trade
what's the
made
mindset
sense.
here offensively?
Maybe.
He gave up the touchdown pretty quickly.
But now
Needed a
Tom
change
Brady
if
on
you
the
got to stop
downside
it.
of
It would
his
be
career.
0-0 right now or no?
Still a good quarterback,
I
but
think in most
you know,
cases,
who
just
knows
down
if he's
a
even going to
touchdown,
re-sign with
we're
the
just getting
Patriots. That's still
started
up
here.
in
Should
the
be a
air.
long way to go.
But
you think to yourself, stick with the game
they have
plan,
nothing.
all the
There's
things you
no
worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when
future
they get
quarterback
down, their
waiting.
natural tendency is to aggressively
It'll be
strike
interesting
back.
to see what
And
New
let's see
England
if they wanna
can
get
do,
outside of
if
the game
anything,
plan we
in the
expect
draft
and try to be
this year.
aggressive on their first series.
Do they re-sign Tom Brady? Does Tom Brady go elsewhere? Maybe he goes to San Diego. Not San Diego. I keep calling them the San Diego Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Who knows?
3 yards
But I'm sure
on
the
that last
Patriots
carry. Here's
wish
2nd and
they
7.
never traded Jimmy Garoppolo.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got him in, he finds Sanders. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Big play. Look at this. All the way down at the 15, 1st and 10.
So now the 49ers are in the red zone.
Open man is Samuel, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9
Can they
on 1st
answer
down.
and tie up
Just a
this
small
game?
glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is Coleman. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So opening drives for
3-yard
both
touchdown
teams
run.
result in
As they
a
are now on the
touchdown.
board here in the 1st half.
So this game's going to get tied up. Both rushing
sideline, they're saying
touchdowns.
that,
And that
was
is
more
what
like it. The
is
first
so
down run went
amazing about
backwards,
these two
that time
teams.
into the end zone.
And I
I still give KC the edge offensively,
because after an
but they
unsuccessful
both
run,
have
especially one where you lose yardage,
high-octane
you oftentimes go right to
offenses.
throwing the football. They came right back
I
with
really
a running
think, I think
play,
you could
and it paid
honestly
off
see
handsomely.
at least 60 points minimum
Robbie
scored
Gould on for the extra
Super
point.
Bowl Sunday. Should be a really, really exciting, high-scoring game.
It's
And
good,
it is
and
tied.
they're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance time to now? Mahomes only Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did, the yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. San Francisco coming back out here, CD. This is a franchise that this year will end a 5-year playoff drought. That's the good news. Great record, but it could have been even better, really. You think about some of the heartbreaking losses. Overtime to Seattle, a field goal at the horn by Justin Tucker and the Ravens, and then that real shocker against Atlanta Week 15, Julio Jones, the touchdown, no touchdown right there at the goal line.
And that's the one that we shouldn't have been as surprised, only for this reason. They were so injured, so beat up, so many starters not playing in that game, and they took Atlanta to the limit, although I guess we would say Atlanta took them to the limit and found a way to win. But I do think that this 49ers team, with health in the playoffs, as dangerous as any team in the NFC.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. And that's complete to Sanders. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right?
So the score at halftime, the Kansas City Chiefs 10, San Francisco 49ers
as we send you
7.
up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman
Second
at our
half
EA
should be
Sports
really
Halftime
good.
Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We put our attention now on the Chiefs' defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the second half, they have been swarming to the football and laying some big hits.
Yes, this is not the woodwinds or the string section at all in the band, is it? Straight percussion, and you can feel the thumps all the way up here. Doing a great job putting themselves in the right spot to make those types of plays.
We got a chance to see some of those thumps. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 40 now on second down, Garoppolo. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Coleman And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chris Jones on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53. Hey, keep it up.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. Right there, 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
So the 49ers take the lead in the third quarter.
Are back out in front.
We'll see how Kansas City answers.
Blocking or running it there.
And I really think this will be a close game. High scoring, but close. I don't see it being a blowout for either side.
Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First simulation. Madden has San Francisco winning.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs, and just the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.